Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for the solstice, the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. Winter solstice in the Southern Hemisphere is June 21st at 10:58, 57, like that breath before 58 a.m. Eastern Time Zone here in the U.S. So here's your abundance card. Look at those cherry blossoms. It's really beautiful. So the great thing about material things, those that have and those that don't have, is they never lie. They never lie about what you've been thinking. Thoughts become things. So if you are thinking about being abundant, that you are thinking, I count your blessings, they multiply. If you consider, if you're spending your time worrying about what you don't have, you get more opportunities to think about it. That's how that works. Ooh, nice start. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. So far, wow, nice. There's been some difficult readings, but yours doesn't look that way. Overall energy is the Queen of Wands. What you think about, you're going to bring about. What you put your effort into, you're going to manifest. So this solstice reading is really put until the next solstice, right? And so over the course of the next 6 months, if you are focusing on your creative energies and what it is you want to manifest and what it is you want to bring in, you are going to create a lot of upheaval and change in your life. You can totally change wherever anything has been going. This other card wanted to come too, and it's another queen. So you have these two queens here for your overall energy. You have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is aligning your emotional desires, what it is that you want, with the actions that you take. And this is going to create some tremendous change in your life. So I know that because the energy you're anchoring into is your energy. Here we've got this Tower card. And to me, this is Uranus and Taurus. This is the lightning bolt coming down and grounding, and it changes everything. It changes everything. People worry about the tower. They should never worry about the tower. The tower only rattles things that are unstable. If it's stable, nothing will happen to it. But this is more like you're drawing and attracting opportunity to you, and having the opportunity to ground it in order to use it to manifest. So I want to get some more cards here before I get into this. But the key to the situation is definitely about being in touch with your higher self, going into the heart space and really having that communication, because we have two cards of communication showing up there. So Venus is currently in Leo, and she's going to spend the next 4 months there. I'm working with that energy over on Facebook. If you want to join us over there, she's about self-empowerment. And when you have the overall energy here of this card of Saturn, and it's Saturn, it's not Venus, but Saturn in Leo with generosity. And this is a real generosity of spirit that needs to come in, but I feel like, look at all those stars. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. It feels like the generosity of the universe. That's what it feels like. The benevolence of the universe. Okay, let's see what you have here. So you've got the Six of Wands and the High Priestess here in the key to the situation. Focusing on what you want and working with your intuition. And I know that working with your intuition is really key, because how do you transform the situation? We've got the moon. We've got the moon card here. It's the moon in Aries, but because of that tiger there, it feels like you've earned your stripes. She's also got a very nurturing energy there, right? So you have these two queens. This is about being open to receiving, and the moon card. Right? So we have the moon here and this moon. Look how much they look alike. And so this is really about tapping your intuition and following the guidance that you get there. And this card right here makes me feel like you are totally being supported all along the way with the benevolence of the universe, helping you and guiding you and protecting you as you move toward the thing that will make you feel very victorious, like you've really accomplished something. So I don't know if you can hear that, but we just had a cardinal come in out there. He's the one that's chirping. And I feel like this is that confidence, that that energy of going for what it is you want. Very much the Queen of Wands kind of energy here, of doing what will bring in what you're seeking. And we have another queen here, and this one is she's the Mercury in Virgo. So over the course of the next 6 months, Mercury will actually be doing a retrograde in Virgo. I want to say it starts in August, and so this will be a time frame that for you it's showing up as the key. So it's a time frame to key in on and working with this. And so during Mercury in retrograde, you have it says caution. It doesn't say retrograde on here, but this card says caution. And so there's all these animals moving really quickly, almost as though there's a fire and they're all running away from it, and so. When with the Six of Wands, which is also a very fiery card, when all the stuff is going on, there's a need to be able to pull your energy in and to focus on what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're seeking. And so Mercury is, where does it go to? 6 degrees, 8 degrees, Mercury, 8 degrees. So Mercury is in shadow. Wow, really soon. Mercury gets into shadow right around July 1st. So Mercury goes into shadow. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Mercury goes into shadow. I'm so sorry. Mercury goes into shadow around July 15th. And then retrogrades on the 23rd of August. And stations direct on the 15th of September. So the 15th of July goes into shadow. The 15th of September, it stations direct, and it clears its shadow really quickly by the end of September. Yeah. So those 6 weeks, there will be a lot coming in. And there will be a need for you to stay balanced and create stability. There's a lot of fire energy coming through because you have this Mars in Scorpio card here for the action to take. It's called revenge, but then there's this, it comes with this Four of Wands, which looks like peace and harmony and stability. But you'll notice he's carrying a torch, and this is Wands card. You have a lot of fire energy going on. And so it's going to be really important for you to create stability in your life when there seems like there's a lot of things going on around you. What is it that you want? What is important to you? What you think about, thoughts become things. So if you are focusing on the negative, lower vibrational energies, if you get caught up in that, you're losing an opportunity. You're losing an opportunity to be building towards success, to be able to bring in this abundance, right? Cherries, they're sweet, they're juicy, they're an extraordinary energy. They're an extraordinary energy. Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary, right? And that, to me, that's Aquarius anyways. So all of this energy over the next 6 months, really this summer, bringing yourself into alignment so you could start things moving forward would really be in your best interest. Because again, here we have in the energy of the obstacle, again, the Seven of Wands, so another fire energy, and it comes with the Sun in Leo. So it is during this Leo energy that is coming up here. So Leo season is what, the 21st, 22nd of July through about 22nd of August. So again, it's that same space in there that's really, really the proving grounds is what they just said. It's the proving grounds of who you are, what it is you really want to do. Who are you as an individual? What are your values? And the only one you're proving it to is yourself. Like, this is not about other people. Remember, we got the moon, the high priestess. This is all about what's going on inside of you. This is proving to yourself who you are. And there's been a bit of a struggle here because there seems like there's we've got this Page of Pentacles here. She's counting money and the card of friendship. And so things feel like they're out of balance either at your job, but you really like the people there, but the money's not right, or the money's good, but the people are not really good for you. So there's an imbalance somehow because this is an area of what's draining you. For some of you, it could be that you need to rein in your finances a little. Like, are you doing too much partying? Are you hitting the bar too much with your friends? And so that is one thing. I love that you have the moon in Sagittarius here, this card of optimism with the Three of Cups. And so there's a lot of, you're looking for the joy, you're looking for the happy, you're looking for the optimism. I do think that there's something around the circle of friends or your co-workers that's a little out of balance there for you. And so again, this revenge thing, like if you're having a bad experience at work, go find another job, right? Just go find another job. It's not about getting even. I know somebody who like totally blew up things on her way out the door of a job, and it came back to bite her in the butt later because it's sometimes an industry can feel like a small town, like they all talk to each other. Just be careful. She was an Aquarius. So here, to guard against loss. And there does seem like there could be some, you have Saturn in Pisces, and that's where he is right now. Saturn in Pisces is actually about helping you to create structure around your dreams, but he's in retrograde. And so with that, there is a need to be patient and allow things to fully develop before they birth a new thing. So it's going to be really important that you wait, right? If you pick the cherry blossoms, then you don't get the fruit. And so and then if you pick them too early, they're tart and green and nasty. If you want them to be juicy and sweet, you have to wait for the conditions to be right. And there's something about that. And so your reading to me feels like there's a lot of potential for greatness here, a lot of potential for you to manifest, but it comes down to patience and you staying in your power inside of you and going for the things that really matter to you. Because this is the Three of Wands. Again, more fire. Like you have all Wands cards just about here, right? But it looks like a star card. There's a shooting star. It looks very much like the Aquarius card. And she's waiting for that moon is looking pretty full up there, even though it's a crescent. It's also very full looking. And so there's a lot of reason for hope and optimism. And I know with this Mercury in Aries card here, so again, a fiery energy, it's called restlessness. And it's like, but look at all the stars and all the fireflies and all this energy. It's about really holding the dream inside and having the patience to allow things to fall into place. Over the course of the next 6 months, we have a ton of planets going retrograde. A ton. I'm just going to show you like real quick. The gray represents, there we go. The gray represents retrogrades. That's August. September. October. Look at that. So you may have to wait until we get into November and December. December looks it starts to even out. There's a lot less happening there, right? And so there's going to be a need for patience for the process. But in the meantime, it is about understanding that your creative ideas and thoughts, and you're following your intuition and lining things up And so if you don't like where you work, you don't like where you live, you don't like things that's going on, what can you do? What steps can you do to create stability, not chaos? Because you have this card here of Mercury and Taurus, which is about being very stubborn. And we have this Uranus card here, this tower moment. This is Uranus and Taurus. And so there is an opportunity here to really unleash some power and break down structures that need to be broken down. So Mercury did a retrograde not too long ago, right? The most recent one we just had was in Taurus. And so I would say in April and May, what was frustrating you? That's where the change is coming in. Because Mercury was retrograding between that 5 and 15 degrees of Taurus. And Jupiter is going to retrograde between 5 and 15 degrees of Taurus. And that's happening this year. And so so there's a lot of energy that's been going on in that area, and that area squares your chart. Wherever you have sun, moon, or rising in Aquarius, it squares Taurus. So there's a renovation happening. This renovation, though, you are protected. You are protected, and it's helping to create stability. There's a generosity of the universe coming toward you, but there is going to be a need for you to be very discerning about how you... The struggle is taking the high ground, the Seven of Wands, protecting yourself against the storms. You're the key. You have leadership. I am a beacon of radiance, support, and love. I am a beacon of radiance, support, and love. Your generosity is spirit. Your supportive nature. You keeping yourself open to being creative, following your intuition, and being a creative problem solver, a leader, will help you to navigate what looks like some rough waters over the next 6 months. But if you are in your power and you are leading from the energy of doing what is beneficial not just for you but for everyone in the best possible way, if you lead, thoughts become things. And you can have a really sweet harvest. And I feel like this really could go either way. And it depends on the choices that you make and what you decide to do. Pluto has left your sign and won't be back until January. When he comes back in, you'll know. But it kind of gives you a respite to find your feet again. Because Pluto coming in churned up some stuff for you. And he's going to spend, quite a bit of time there. It's like, 15 years or something in your sign. And so there's a need to get comfortable with Pluto. When Pluto transits your sign, so I'm a Capricorn rising, and so Pluto has been working over Capricorn since 2008. First, he broke everything down. Those first 10 degrees, there's a lot of breaking down. And then there's the integration, where you start to see how the pieces start to fall together. And then there's the moving things into alignment and going, I'm reconstructing something. And so that's kind of going to be the journey that you all are going on for the next 15 years. I'm not really sure when Pluto leaves your sign, but it's generally about how long the transit is. So the deconstruction has started. You can see it, and it is a global thing, but you feel it in your personal life when it hits your chart. And you can see where information is being brought to light and things that have been going on for a long time. And so things in your own personal life that have been going on that have been unstable, the need to be taken down will come down. They will. And if you are resisting the change is going to happen anyways, but it's harder then. And it's hard when you're a fixed sign. But if you can focus on their vision for the future and be willing to let the things that don't serve the future fall away, you will find yourself in flow and in alignment and getting a lot of support because you have this generosity card here. And I do feel like there's just going to be timing is going to become very important. Timing is going to become very important. So I think there's a lot of reason for optimism for the future. The caution is, can you lead from your heart? Can you lead from what is right and what is good and what is best for all? Can you lead from the wisdom and the foresight that comes with being an Aquarius? I believe you can. You guys take really good care. I am doing personal readings. I have a couple spots left in July and I think 4 in August. So if you'd like to do that, go ahead and check out the email that's in the description box below and hit me up and I'll give you the details. We'll see if we can fit you in. You guys take great care. I'll see you over on Facebook.